Although our girls are getting older, and I love the fact that they have and they want a more creative voice, it doesn't make up for the fact that Abby clearly only wants to work with the minis. I know Abby wants us all to get along, but last week, things got kind of volatile.
You can walk right back the other way.
No,
Nobody wants to see any of you right now. You guys are belittling our children. You're all disgusting.
I'm sorry, you wouldn't know because you walked away within like 30
You know
seconds.
what? You are a doctor. You're ruining your practice right now. Get a brain.
And we're not okay with the mini moms slandering our children. It's just not okay. Thinking about last week, we were talking about your girls were offended because our girls didn't say thank you when they said good luck. Rather than just jumping to the conclusion that our girls are rude, let's get to the bottom of what really happened rather than just saying our kids are rude.
Because nobody could get the words out right, and all you guys heard was my daughter was rude. I don't even remember who said it. It didn't come out right. So then, you know, everything just blew up.
Stupid. Like, you guys get bogged down with, like, petty so you get pushed.
Kindly leave. Really, we've had it with you. Then
Let
let's
them
go.
have
You're ready.
it.
They can have it.
Don't you push somebody!
Then get out of my way. I didn't push you. I moved you out of the way because you wouldn't move when I asked you to move 3 times. So I walked through you.
So you're saying you could not have walked around us?
You were all in a line in front of the door.
Wait a minute, you're saying you couldn't have stepped aside and let her walk out?
I didn't have time. She was a caged lion just roaring.
Oh, my God.
Why was Kara so mad?
It's irrelevant.
No, it's not. It's irrelevant that you talk about our children? How's that irrelevant?
I didn't talk about your children.
You need your brain checked.
Okay.
Get your money back for that PhD, sweetie.
They're like way ahead of us. We're like, oh.
They're a little fast. They don't have heels on.
Are you guys excited about our boot camp this week? Yes.
I think our was really, really fun.
Do you guys understand what the mimes are now?
Yeah. A mime is a person that goes like this.
Why do you think that
haven't
Abby
done a
wants
group
the moms to be like mimes?
I think she wants them to be like mine so they don't and not bugging.
So they don't start fights?
Yeah, mind your business, Mom. Yeah.
Girls, go ahead and go inside and go
so
start
much.
warming up.
Okay, bye, Moms.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have
Stay
fun.
out of trouble.
In the pink bag.
Oh, I know, right?
That's not gonna happen. I can't be quiet that long. Are you kidding me? I'll go insane.
I really know Miss Abby wants our moms to be moms, but they just want to hear themselves talk, which is bad. I mean, they could never be mimes because they're all just crazy.
Together.
Why does it have to be all or nothing with Abby? Why do they have to have such a hard routine, acting facials in one routine that are given so much?
I think that Ellie will cry, Yolanda will freak out. By the end of the day, they'll be mad at each other.
I'm really getting sick of all these mothers being jealous, trying to take my child down and myself down. Ellie has a duet with JoJo, and they know she's a threat, and they're gonna try to bring her down any possible way that they can.
You can't attack somebody's, like, their character. You can't name call. You can't make fun of
Law
something.
would say that we couldn't.
I mean, we don't have to like everybody. You can't ask that.
It's bad enough having to deal with tension and conflict coming from Abby. I don't want to have to deal with many moms. I'm like, the crazy has to stop.
One big difference between your guys' conversations and our conversations is you guys just personally attack each other, like ruthless.
Why don't you have a new beginning and just start over like we did?
This isn't a Hallmark card, Jess. We don't want to.
But you don't attack somebody. You don't attack every woman that you don't attack.
I can't hear the music.
I think she called you idiots. Why do you think Abby gave your kids a mime dance?
Because she wants us to shut up.
That's why we walked inside.
Zip it!
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go from the top with the music.
Oh, I love this dance.
classic ALDC.
I think the girls really like this. It's good. And Abby's in there working with them. They didn't have this last week.
Abby knows full well that the girls took a big part in this week's choreography, just like they did last week. That could backfire on us because Abby doesn't like anyone doing something without Abby being in charge of it from the very beginning.
Dégagé! The supporting right leg on that C-zone. Even though it's little, stretch your foot. Kendall, you're looking at the floor on the garage attack.
Well, she's got to make sure that she puts her 2 cents in somewhere.
I don't know if this is really the end of the road for the junior league competition team, but they're getting older and taking me for granted. After last week, I think the girls are getting a little too big for their britches. They think that getting out on stage and quote unquote choreographing the number was this big deal. But let's face it, while you dance for me and for part of this team, it's not a democracy. I'm in charge, it's my thing, and if you don't want to play my way, then this is the end of the road for you. Where this congested part happens and you guys do like a spiral rotation, their heads are all like this and their bodies try to go around, it looks weird.
They look like they're getting frustrated now.
I shouldn't be yelling at people your age. You waste time.
I think this is Abby's way of bringing them down a few pegs. Like, yeah, because it was amazing watching this dance yesterday, and now she's knocking them down a few pegs. She's not quite breaking them, but they're definitely feeling like you're not as good as you think you are.
Keep your supporting left leg turned out when you flex that right foot across.
Yeah, it doesn't look peaceful and calm anymore and pretty.
Typical Abby, she comes in, she marks her territory, and our girls are collateral damage. The piece was just fine, and of course, the day before competition, she comes in and has her claws all over it, tearing it to shreds.
Jojo, the arm that's holding her is up and away.
I really wish Abby would give us 100% of her attention, not just when she wants.
Ready? Let's go. Can you put your foot right on her hip? You gotta step on her. Your foot needs to stomp on her. Yes.
Why did Abby do the minis and the junior combined?
That's the thing. I think it would have been a great week for Bren and JoJo to have a jazz funk number or a jazz number, or Nia and JoJo to have a duo. They haven't had one yet. Like,
I just think this is to benefit them. It's not to benefit any of
and
our
I
kids.
think it's more disruptive to their group to give them a duo with one of our kids than to get a solo.
Maybe they should have had solos, like 2 mini solos this week then?
No, because I don't think your kids should get dances over our kids.
Nor do I think they could handle it. Group should come first. That's your guys' problem. You're all worried about yourself when you should be worried about all dancing as one. We haven't had one solo this entire season.
Because of them. And I don't feel like they kind of even appreciate it. You don't respect our kids. You don't respect what we've done. You don't respect any of this. You want to come in here and you want to get popular. Well, good luck with that, because everyone's going to see right through that.
But Jess, you're making that a blanket statement that you're grouping us all into one category, and I have always respected your kids.
No, but you're missing the point. You guys, there was no respect when you came in. You were entitled. Where's our number? We want duets. We want, like, earn it. They should be happy and grateful and thankful that they're here. This is a problem, and it needs to be dealt with sometime soon.